Welcome to ICOV Radio. I'm your host, Kenny Wynn.
And I'm Callie.
In today's show, we'll be discussing the severe weather and how you can stay safe. We have tips for those struggling with depression this winter, and we find out what foreign students are doing this Christmas.
As Christmas comes closer, so does the harsh winter weather, which is dreaded by us all. A health warning has recently been issued as temperatures were forecasted to plummet as low as -6 degrees in parts of the southeast, raising concern.
Public Health England is advising people to prepare whilst warning that the cold does kill. This is especially a concern for the homeless and motor homeowners who may find themselves in dangerous and difficult situations.
In the past week, there has been many travel delays as a result of this severe weather and also a number of public transport delays.
So, how do we prepare for this harsh weather?
First off, make sure you have your emergency kit stocked up. This can include rock salt to melt ice on pathways and driveways, sand to improve traction, snow shovels and other snow removal equipment, sufficient heating fuel and adequate clothing or blankets to keep you warm throughout the season.
And when it comes to your vehicle, there are also a number of measures you can take to ensure your car is fit for winter. Make sure you check your battery, as this is especially vulnerable during the harsh weather. Ensure your heater is in working condition, as well as your lights and flashing hazard lights. Your tyres should be in good working condition in order to cope with any snow or ice this winter.
As well as all of that, you should also keep an emergency kit in your vehicle. This can include a shovel, windshield scraper, flashlights, water, matches, first aid kit, tow chain or rope, blankets and extra clothing, and rock salt or sand. It is important to be prepared for the worst this winter.
As the nights get colder and darker, keeping up to date with energy bills can prove difficult if you're a student or just on a budget. Here are a few tips to cut your energy bills and stay nice and warm this winter.
Tip 1. Buy a onesie or a similar item of clothing that's sure to keep your entire body warm. Another tip that can save not only your energy bills but shopping ones too is buying oats for breakfast. The inexpensive meal doesn't have to be grey like the great outdoors. Buy some fruits to sprinkle on top. Usually frozen are the cheapest, and add to your hot bowl of porridge.
Continuing with the multi-purpose tips, going to the library can also keep you warm without having to shell out for heating. The building is a cosy environment that's free and a great way to kickstart those holiday assignments before the big day.
As well as causing travel issues and cold housing, the dark nights can cause issues with mental health. Luckily, there is help for those suffering from seasonal depression and other mental health issues.
In yesterday's programme, we shared a number of tips and ideas to ensure a successful Christmas, focusing on the pleasantries. However, one topic that is often overlooked is the loneliness that can be experienced, as well as the mental health struggles people face in the darker months.
According to the NHS, of those registered to a GP in Coventry, 8% have been diagnosed with depression, something that doesn't just disappear because Christmas is around the corner. In fact, for some it can be heightened by the colder, darker nights and the stress to prepare for the Christmas period. We asked Coventry University students whether this statistic shocked them.
There's many reasons to be depressed, so it really doesn't surprise me now. The pressures from the media to be something or to achieve something adds to the kind of feeling of depression.
Not especially, to be particularly honest. I've always been a resident, and I know mental health services, especially for younger people, have been dwindling.
I don't know of any services or anything you could do.
We have mental health expert Katie Wilkins in the studio to talk to us about coping with depression this Christmas. Hi Katie, could you tell us a bit more about seasonal affective disorder and what this means for people?
Seasonal affective disorder is a form of depression and is often at its highest throughout December, January and February. One theory is that it's caused by the lack of sunlight, which stops the hypothalamus working properly, affecting the production of melatonin, serotonin and your body's internal clock, which could explain why the mood, appetite and sleep of those with SAD can be negatively affected.
What are the common causes of this?
The cause of depression in SAD can vary massively from person to person, as is the same with treatments. However, there are some things that you can try out to hopefully find the right solution or at least aid for you.
Are there any general solutions or treatments that people can try?
An important action to take is to speak to your GP about it, who will be able to provide possible solutions personal to your case. If you do speak to someone and don't come out feeling listened to or taken seriously, try speaking to another doctor and eventually you'll find the right help. Speaking to a GP can seem like a massive challenge, but a step worth taking. However, if you don't feel able to do this, you could try making small changes to your lifestyle to try to improve your mental health.
What sort of lifestyle changes do you recommend?
Getting as much natural sunlight as possible can help with the production of melatonin, whilst regular exercise releases endorphins which help to keep stress at bay and encourage a healthy mental state. In addition to exercising regularly, eating well can help keep energy levels higher. If natural sunlight isn't an option due to work or other commitments, purchasing a light box can simulate exposure to sunlight and help produce the melatonin necessary. Another option is to try counselling or cognitive behavioural therapy, commonly referred to as CBT, to help teach your brain the coping skills for dealing with different problems. If you have a good support network around you, talking to them may also be an option and helps reassure you that the people around you are able to help should you need it. If panic attacks are a feature of your depression, it can be beneficial to ensure that people around you know how to act and help you when they occur. It's important to remember that it doesn't last forever, however endless it may seem now.
Thank you for speaking to us today. If anyone's been affected by depression, you can access the Mind website for more information and advice. From mental to physical illness, meningitis has been a common concern in UK universities for many years. At this time of year, students have a higher risk of contracting it. For those who don't know, meningitis is a disease which causes inflammation to the meninges, causing a severe fever, chronic headache, and sensitivity and rigidness to the muscles.
During the winter period, experts have said that students are more likely to contract the illness due to more people staying indoors, meaning that germs are more easily spread. Many people mistake symptoms for colds or flus, resulting in delays in seeking medical attention until the illness becomes worse and becomes misdiagnosed.
Other symptoms include fever, vomiting, drowsiness, confusion, severe muscle pain, blotchy skin, severe headache, stiff neck, sensitivity to light, and seizures.
This is why it is essential to urge more and more students going off to university to get the meningitis jab as soon as possible. If you haven't had your jab, please have it soon.
But it's not all doom and gloom this festive season. We have some Christmas bargains for you. For those who want to do a bit of Christmas shopping but don't want to break the bank, here are a few suggestions. For sentimental ones out there, a high-quality photo frame costs only £2 in Wilko, and a photo print costs as low as 6p from Boots. That's a thoughtful present for less than £3.
For Disney fans, a pair of Mickey Mouse earrings cost less than £2 on eBay. Or for the drinkers out there, a bottle of Amaretto, Smith, Prosecco, and more cost only £5 each from Iceland. Perfect for the Christmas Eve celebrations. Lastly, if none of these catch your attention, you can't go wrong with a bit of Primark.
Here's what the public had to say about Christmas shopping.
Christmas is an exciting time for any Christmas is an exciting time for any student. However, for foreign students, that's not the case, as their fellow friends return home and spend time with their own families. Foreign students have their own very version of Christmas, wrapped up in blankets alone in their student house.
We took to Twitter and set up a poll asking foreign students whether they'll be returning home for Christmas this year. 50% said yes and 50% said no. We then ventured to the student hub to ask some students here what they will be doing during this festive season.
Yes, definitely. I miss my parents so much. I'm in England for around 8 months now, so I have been in Poland last time in August, so definitely I'll go for Christmas.
How far is it going to be on plane for you?
I mean, by plane it's 1 hour. The distance is 2,000 kilometers, so it's a lot.
So are you all going home for Christmas this year?
Pardon?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we
We
are.
are, yeah.
Like, how far is it travelling wise?
Mine is 8 hours. 8 hours? Was it 12 hours?
Yeah, it's like 8 hours
8
because I'm
hours.
from Pakistan. It's really far away.
How long have you been in Coventry for, and have you gone home since you've been here?
Not really. I've been here for the last 7 months. 7 months, yeah.
Yeah, I've just been here for like 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months tops, yeah, because we're like foundation students and
7 months?
we just came over here for the first time.
Are you going home for Christmas this year?
No,
Why not?
because I don't have any money.
Where are you from?
From Poland.
Are you going home for Christmas this year?
No.
And why not?
Because I just arrived here this year and I have almost all my family here, my father, my sister, so we will be gathering for Christmas in here. Fortunately, my mother is back there, but that's all.
I couldn't imagine being stuck at uni for 2 weeks on my own. Personally, I would hate it. But there are other ways you can get around this holiday season.
Skyping your loved ones on the day is a perfect way to spend Christmas with them, even if you're not physically there. Perhaps even find more friends who are not going home and create your own Christmas family.
Luckily, it's this time of year whereby it's socially acceptable to wrap up in a blanket and watch a Christmas classic on TV. This inspired us to ask the general public on their favourite festive films.
What's your favourite Christmas film?
Home Alone. Well, normally I wasn't allowed to watch Christmas films. I come from a very Orthodox Jewish family. But my personal favourite Christmas film, whenever I'd be around a friend's house, would be Muppets Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
It's got to be Elf, mate. I'd probably have to say Elf.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
This Christmas.
Mine would be The Grinch or The Holiday.
My favourite film for Christmas is A Muppet's Christmas Carol because Kermit's cute.
My favourite Christmas? Oh, Elf.
Elf.
Number one. The one and only.
Great, what's your favourite Christmas film, Kadeem?
Oh, mine would have to be The Polar Express. Love that film.
The organisation Coventry Open Christmas is run by volunteers that give shelter to the homeless community in the city. To celebrate their 25th anniversary, they're looking for donations and volunteers.
If you have any spare time over the Christmas holidays, or you'd like to donate money, food, bedding and clothes, pop down to Queen's Road Baptist Church and help make a difference to other lives this Christmas.
Join us tomorrow for more Christmas tips.